Alright, now we're getting ready to do the stage 2 part of this. Got the machine polish ready to go. This stuff spreads around better than the first compound. So, again, not going to be needing that much for this. So we're going to start with the hood, get ourselves worked into it. First time, we're going to put a on this side, but the rest of the car is going to be a little bit lighter because foam needs to get absorbed into the compound, or the compound needs to get absorbed into the foam, so that way you don't get no burn throughs anywhere. We're going to shake this up and apply. Put a little bit on the pad too. Again, just going to go nice and easy, slow speed. This is the stuff that actually helps reduce the swirls in the paint as you're going through it. And then the machine polish is just to bring out or enhance the clear a little better than what's already there. So nice and easy, spreads into place. You don't want a slickage. Alright. Let's see how that looks. Looks quite polished. Set there. Put it up to do the other side of the hood. Good at that now. Nice. This is probably the most nerve-wracking but most satisfying part of doing any form of restoration, to be honest with you. Because it's just immaculate after you buff a car of how much nicer it can look if you put a few hours of work into it. Me, I took a little longer today on doing this one. Well, I've just been doing it on my free time I get. So that's why it takes a little bit longer sometimes. My golly, just look at it. That's right. She's look pretty. Take it. Alright, now let's move on to the fenders. I need my seat. There it is. So we'll rock these bad boys on real quick. Then right, just do the bumper real quick so the front end's done, one piece, and then we'll work our way back. Okay. Better plan then. Somebody's got a plan, and it ain't me. Nice and good, babe. Beautiful. Alright, let's take Andrew out of there, shall we? And I'll have to work this compound in as hard as the first compound because you're not trying to get scratches out now. You're just trying to get spores out. But after we're done with this, well, the last blaze, I'm going to pull you guys in real close to see how nice this looks. I mean, don't underestimate that the car was not a complete show car. It was a driver. We're just trying to make it look good from at least 10 foot away. It has its imperfections. Every car does. But at least now it has a nice shine to it. buff it over. We're going to machine buff front bumper in the polishing pad. Wherever that's in JD. Luckily we're about done with that one. Just put a few on. Like that. And ready to roll. Let's get you guys looking at it over here. Alright, I can start going to town. That's good to go. Take the bumper off. We should be good to move on to the doors. Nice and shiny. Wait till you see how much water bleeds off this bad boy once we give it a wash to get all the compound off of it. I mean, there's not a lot on it because you have to wipe it down consistently to keep the dirt off from getting too crazy. But it's mostly just on the windows and inside some of the cracks, but nothing too bad that you can't handle. So go ahead and jump over here, get you guys kind of a close-up of that so you can see what we're working with. Thank you. Recluse in the house. So, again, you might be able to see in some reflections through here. Like I said, this car isn't perfect, but I'm doing the best I can with what we got, and it's just a fun driver. I like driving this car. It's a fun car to drive around, where you can pretty much get in, not think about anything too crazy, and have fun. It's not fast, I can tell you that much. It'll do a one tire fire in a heartbeat, I tell you. Woo boy! But other than that, it's all for show, no go. You know, still doesn't think I have the show part of it, but it's fine. Alright, got that. I think we're pretty good. Set this all over. We're missing out on the compound. Let's take a gainer here. Alright, this we'll use a little bit of a buffer for the polisher. Sometimes, which the people that own the cars or redo them, they know what the feeling is, but it's already been 7 years since I've redid this car. It's crazy to think about. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess is what everyone keeps telling me. Guess I gotta believe it now. But my other car, I think I've had that one for almost... When did I turn? I was 15 when I got it. So, yeah, it's been almost 16 years, 15 years, something like that. 14? Oh well. But, it's crazy how much time flies. It's nice and good and shiny. Okay. I know my wheel. the big guns. Yep. I've already got this thing. If you guys want to look on the channel later on after you guys are done looking at the live stream, there's a video I posted of this car start to finish. Well, not exactly finished yet because no car is ever actually done. Doesn't matter how much work you put into it or what you want to do to it. Work's never done. There's always something to do. There's always oil that's got to be changed. Or there's a modification you guys just can't afford right now, but want to do later. So you do it in the future. There's a lot of stuff to this that I want to do. I need the money for it, but I don't have the money for it. But I have some parts for it. I'm just waiting until I accumulate the rest to finish doing some of the modifications I want to do. Like I got to pull the engine back out of this thing again. I need to change up the internal stuff because there's a weird tick that I've been trying to figure out for the last 7 years and nobody knows what it is. Well, I thought it was lifters. Next thing I thought it was a cam. The whole bottom end of the block was also rebuilt, so it couldn't have been a rod or anything because it's not like the car is turboed or been through the ringer or anything like that. It's been doing it as soon as we started it up. There was a tick. So we even did the like running valve adjustment to see if that's the problem it needed. It quieted it down a little bit, but still not 100%. But I mean, recently I think it's gotten a little bit quieter, but I'm changing the cam out in this. This is going to be like a similar engine build to my 79 Camaro. You guys have seen that one probably once or twice before on the channel. Also, what am I looking for? I'm going to need that. But that is a 355, which this one's already been bored up to a 355. But the only thing I need to buy for this one now to match that engine, because that engine runs like a pack of hyenas. Like they're vicious. Good, but vicious. That one has a 510 lift comp cams. I forget if it's Extreme Energy. I bought the cam a while ago and just kind of been what it's been. And also has aluminum heads. What else does it have? Right now it has a fuel injection on it, but I gotta figure something out on that. I'm having a little bit of difficulties. Not EFI's fault, just car fault. But I have the cam for this already to be like that other engine. I just need the heads, I have the intake, and I'm gonna probably use the carb off of that other car too, once I get that other car figured out for this setup. So I have some good plans for this. I need to get a posi for it also. I need some frame connectors. And I'm probably gonna need traction bars too. We'll see what we get into this year. Right now, funds are a little low for, you know, the housing. Don't want to be living out in the cold, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see. no further. Where do you come from? Beauty. Beauty. All right, now we'll move on to the trunk. They're all nice and boofed out. Actually, yeah, we'll do the trunk. We'll do the roof last. Okay, good answers. Let's get you guys back here. Let me get you guys done. Sorry for the motion. All right. You. Sneak this up. Over. Nice. Well, strange day it's been too. Got an abundance of rain, and it's back to being sunny like nothing ever happened. Gotta love those days. Let's get to the other corner panel, to the door, on the roof. They're looking pretty good. Do that and then go to the other side. Okay. 67. What's 67? I don't know. If you're asking if it's 67, it's not. It's a 80. I don't know who asked, but that's what that question was, or at least the number. 67. Good year. Never had one. Don't know. Oh, I've always heard they rotted out. I mean, honestly, every car rots out. They don't have their bad spots. These are known to be rotted out in trunks. Rotted out right under here for the perches for the leaf spring. So, honestly, it just depends on what year you were looking at. They all do rot out. It is what it be. those who are joining on who missed the live stream earlier today. The goal for this is just to get it to look better than the state it was in, so we can get it to this car show that we always go to every weekend or every year. We have up in Ohio, and it closed the town down and all that, but it's usually between a few cars that we have that we take up there. And I've taken this one up, I think now it's going to be its third time. And the way that the paint state was in, it didn't really have a nice finish to it. Like a nice shine. It had what I call dieback, or everyone calls dieback. It's a, when your clear finish is curing, and most cars that are painted, especially production cars today for a body shop, they all die back. So it leaves like a really fine spotted finish in the paint, and it does not leave a nice shine. So it makes the paint look dull, is the easiest way to put it. And that's what I'm trying to minimize on this, because I screwed up and I didn't wait long enough to let the paint fully cure. So now I am trying to correct that mistake by polishing it up now, so that way it has a nice shiny finish, which it's already, let me say, 70% better than what it was. I'm gonna say 100% because it's still in there, but it's more flat but shiny now, if that makes sense. So let's get the sword. But I'm doing all this for a car show that's next weekend. I just had it. What did I do with it? Speak to me. There you are. Many of you guys that have gone or came on the live stream, like many of you guys doing this part of the automotive repair or industry or anything of that sort, like restorations, body shop. Yeah, there's a lot of us out there. Okay, my most hated but favorite part is the said roof. I like that. Let's get you guys a good close up of the roof because everyone likes a nice shiny roof. Okay. It's the best, but it's the worst because it's the largest surface. But you also have to reach. Okay. Let's get her shined. Let's just look at this compound. And yeah, I know I could tape this up, but I'm not too worried about it. As long as it still looks good at the end, I'm fine with it. That's what the other side. Again, thank you guys all for joining in and watching. First time doing a live stream today, so, well, really ever, so I've never quite done this before, so thank you guys for joining. And watching me through the process. Open the door. gonna do it for phase 2. I'm gonna get into phase 3, which is the final machine polish. And that is to verify you do not have any squirrels in. Squirrels? I got squirrels outside, I don't want squirrels in here. But that's to make sure I don't have any squirrels. Once we go and finish up. We'll get it outside in the sun. Well, there is no sun anymore, but that'll get tomorrow. Deal. To make sure we get all the squirrels out of it. Do this thing in good detail. There we go again. Light's talking. Looking quite magnificent. Okay. Now we do the final step. So you guys got to watch me do this all again one last time. Get you guys back here again. I'm going to start with the final polish. They call it ultra fine foam polishing pad. And the first one was just foam polishing pad. So now it's ultra fine. Just what we needed. That's what this one is. Black, which is finishing surface to remove swirls and apply thin coats of wax. So black, well, depending on which brand you go with, the black pad is for, like it said, applying swirls, polishing, and applying wax. Do I ever apply wax with a buffer anymore? No, because it just gets covered in dirt anyhow, so it's not worth putting the effort into it. Apparently, unless you ceramic coat, which I still haven't done that. I've never tried that before. Well, that's because it's too expensive. But everyone has their own things they like better. Me, I just use McGuire's Quick Detailer and call it a day. Because it's still, no matter what you do, waxing wise, polishing wise, whatever you do, it's still going to be covered with dirt. And if you don't wipe it off immediately, it will get trapped underneath the dirt. And then it won't be beating water relentlessly with this McGuire's. Well, this is now soapy water, but right there. McGuire's hydrophobic polymer technology provides relentless water beating. So this is the stuff I use, just like a wax, but without dealing with the waxy parts. It doesn't turn on your plastics black or white. It doesn't leave white specks everywhere. It's just a quick detailer and done. So much easier. It only takes, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to wipe down a car. I like that a lot better because there's not a lot of time spare on my plate right now. Except for right now. But that's the kind of product I like to use for doing this kind of stuff. We'll take this. We'll grab that one. Who else in the chat likes a pure American V8? Yep. Brings out the beast in you. Apparently I'm not a beast because I can't get the cap off. Got it. Okay, let's go. Sassy, sassy. Nice. Don't want to do too much. Not too much. That's perfect. Yes. Oh. Come here, little guy. There we go. And we're off. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Shabuya. Right on. This stuff's actually getting nice and oily. Usually the machine compound usually does that. This stuff's actually acting like normal. It's looking nice though. Let's get this in a good bath after we're done. Got new washing pads for this because it needs it. So that way I don't get no heavy scratches. Way too much. Perfect. I'll get it when I wash it. Let's go on ahead and polish. We'll do the fenders. Be nice and simple. Do. My chair. The other side. Alright, let's make a mess. The light is just not wanting to stay on today. Let's get the front bumper nice and polished now. Got a little 350 back here too. I'm not sure where that's going to go in yet. I want to put it in my 90, but it'd be nice to put a 454 in that too. But either way, I'm still getting 9 miles to. I lied, 7 or 8 miles to the gallon. So might be actually helpful to get the 8 miles to the gallon for big block, because it doesn't matter what you're doing, what you're towing, anyway. Big block always gets 8 miles to the gallon. Whether you soup it up or not, it'll still get 8 miles to the gallon. And that's better than a little 305 that can't even make it up a hill. Those are 35-inch tires. I can see why. But, I don't know, I want to put maybe like a small mild cam in there for towing. Put that in the truck. It'd just be good for a city driver, since you guys don't know where I'm from Pittsburgh. And, well, Pennsylvania, you know, the one with the pencil. And we have a lot of hills over here. We actually have the steepest hill in, I think, the U.S. I could be wrong, but yeah, we have it somewhere over here. Whatever shall I do now? That sucks. Guess I'm gonna pull the grill out. It's not Z28 no more, guys. I'm sorry. She fell off. What a bummer. That was brand new too 7 years ago. Damn it. Yep, she shine. Oh, yeah. Got to wipe it off, and then it'll be shiny. Oh, bam. It's like it's the car whisperer. Shh. Tell me what you need. You need a V, or a bigger V, or V8. I can't help you with that right now. Car gods are telling me I need a bigger V8 for myself. Should have had a V8. I don't know. Whenever I first put the exhaust on this car, it actually kind of sounded like a way that the headers were muffling the notes of the V8 in this. It sounded like a 454 actually. Don't ask me how, but it did. So it's kind of neat for a little bit. Now it's got more of a loopier small block V8. Which, nothing wrong with that. Small V8, sometimes actually better than a big V8. You can get more power, baby. Oh, monetizing. Okay. Get you right there. Get you front and center. We'll get the door figured out now. Nothing's on. Good. Okay. Started light, I tell you what. Come on, wake up. Wake up. And then do nothing. Okay, forget I did that. Need a mini buffer for you. And bam. Ketchup on the buggy. Okay. Beauty. Easy, partner. Easy. Oh, come here. Where's the other ones when you need them? Oh, wow. She's magnificent. Except for having all compound and all tanks. What smart guy decided to not tape anything off? I don't know. You tell me. Who would have done that? What an idiot. Oh well. Luckily, we can wash her tonight and we can get wadded up. So, not a big deal. Not yet at least. Give it time, it will be. Alright. I need some more extension. There's more extension. There we go. Get all the extension now. Get you guys down to see the said quarter panel. Right there. Okay. Lots of compound again as usual. Come here. Zoom in. Nice. Get you guys a good view of the back. We'll get you of the roof after that, in the quarter, all that. Okay. Beautiful. Let's get this thing rocked and loaded. Let's do this too. There we go. Nicely done. Nice. All right, now we're gonna do this quarter panel. Beauty. Uh-oh. stuck. Nope. Where you at? Bring the extension cord around. Alright, now we're off again. Did I do it before? I don't remember. I'll do it one more time just in case. Like it did, but I don't remember if I did it. I don't think I did. I didn't polish the mirror. I don't know, I'll just speak a gibberish right now. That'll just take a second. Polish the door because I don't remember if I polished it. I had the main DA over there. That's good. Right there. Look at you. Yeah, I may have already done it. I'm just gonna do it one more time. Better safe than sorry. No, I did. Okay, after the favorite but hated part, the roof. Get you guys set up. Okay, let's get at it. Nothing to it but to do it. Yippee! Where's my tail at? Well, I think we did pretty good, if I may say so. If you still have swirls, you can still go at it with the machine buffer. Go over everything one more time. That, or you can pick up some hand glaze too. But I don't think we're gonna have a problem with what we've done today. It's looking pretty good. It's not like we did any heavy sanding either. So I think we'll be safe on that end. And I might be able to show you guys what a little bit of whatchamacallit looks like. Some dieback. So I'm going to pull you guys out of the holder. See if I can show this best of my ability. But if you can see all the little dots going on through here, that's all dieback. What we're dealing with now is a much smoother form of that. So, well, hi, Willen Jones. So we got rid of a lot of the dieback. Now the next best thing to do is we'll get this thing outside, we'll open up all the crevices on it, we'll give the jams a good wipe down, and we'll give this thing a good bath, because it's definitely going to need it now. So let's get you guys up so you can hear a good backup view of this car. It's a nice rumble for being a mild build. Get you guys set up right here. Easy, partner. Let's get this bad boy moved on out, shan't we? Warms up, it runs pretty good. So we're gonna get this thing good wiped out on the jams real quick. Let this thing warm up so it's easy to remove. We'll give it a quick wash. Nope. Slowly clearing it out. Okay. Alright, let's give this thing a whoosh. If the jams about as clean as I can get them. That's a nice overview. A nice new washer rag. Give you guys a nice overview of what we got going on. You guys will thank me in just a second. That's why you get up there. There we go. That's a good shot right there. All right, I gotta go grab a few cleaning supplies real quick, and we'll start getting this thing washed down. Ready? Watch this. I haven't seen this thing need this kind of water in a while. You know what they say when you want to dry a car off right? As most guys say, more power. As I suspected, can't hear a dang thing. But he's my all-time favorite. That's the one. All-time favorite tire kicker. Tire shine. Extra shiny shine or tire shine, dry to the touch dressing with UV blockers. So I like using this stuff. It's not as greasy, if that makes sense, as most other tire shines. But I just do a quick late layer. Done. 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 Just like that. I'll pick it up later. Now we're moving on to my all-time favorite detailer slash wax. Even though it's not wax, but Ultimate McGuire's detailer. Easy to apply, easy to wipe off, doesn't mark anything. We'll do 2 wipes on this because it's probably going to get a little wet. She just glides. That is nice. Very nice. Yep. almost done for the day. Well, I think that there is gonna do it for us for today. Till tomorrow I get some other time. She's all nice and buffed out, nice and smooth. I need some sun to see if I have any swirls left over. So far from the looks of it, doesn't look like it. But you need sun to see all that. And I gotta charge my AC. And the next thing I gotta do is get wiper blades actually. These suckers are, oh, I can't really see it on this one. I'll show you on the other side. This side, look at that. They're separating. Still don't know why. It's only been 7 years old, but still, shouldn't be separating. Pay good money for those cheap wiper blades. Oh well. Actually, that did the same thing over there too. And that thing hardly ever sees the rain, so I don't know what's going on there. That's also a 19. So I don't know what all that's about. So I gotta go pick up wiper blades tonight, and I'll get them tossed on. And I gotta figure out some vibration noises from the car idles, so that'll be kind of easy to do. It's somewhere in the back over here, not sure where, but got that going for us. But look at that. You guys like this? She's looking nice and shiny in her total glory again. I'm gonna get the AC charged up before I put this back inside, and that's all I'm gonna do for today. I appreciate you guys for sticking around and joining in on the live stream. Again, this is new to me, so thank you guys for sticking it with me. But that's gonna do it for us. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll catch you. Actually, we got a 355 in this for Chevy Power. It's 355, nothing crazy. Has a what was it? I wanted a 454 lift, but it ended up having a 440 lift cam in this. Someone sent it wrong. I didn't catch it in time until after it was in place. So has a 440 lift cam. It's a hydraulic cam. Nothing crazy. It's mild build. I have Jegs long tube headers on these bad boys. They actually fit really well. And for the AC, it all fits really well too. I think there's only one bracket I actually had to change or modify on the front of the header somehow. I forget exactly how I did it. Right now it has the Stage 1 Summit Racing intake on it. I have the intake already for the aluminum heads I'm going to put on this, but that's also in the box. I got to get the heads. That's one of the last things I got to do to start doing the engine, because I have to pull all that back out and play with it all again. So all in all, that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.